Well, it's a crappy day today. Been raining all night, all week. Not that it's really bothered me. I've been too ill to do anything. Coming down on the plot today, I've got a plan to look at the flooding here. It's terrible. I've got a plan to do the clean the greenhouse. I've not seen the plot in a week because I've been so poorly. Anyway, we're coming down, and all we can see lots and lots of flooding. It must have hammered it down here in the night. Might not be the wisest thing to drive down the back of the allotments when it's like this, but hey ho, I've got a bit of stuff to bring down. Yeah, it's that time of year. The trees are just starting to go change colour slowly. That was running over an hedgehog then. It turns out it isn't an hedgehog, it's just something in the road. You see, this is grass here. I'm just off the track at the moment, trying not to drive in the track, because when you drive in the track it mushes it all up. Anyway, we arrived at the plot. The plot still looks, the sheds are still there in the greenhouse. It's been blowing a gale, you see. So anyway, there is that. So anyway, we're going to go have a walk around the plot, see what it's all looking like. I imagine everything's gone over. We had a few hard frosts. Let's swing the camera around so you can see me. Turn the engine off so you can hear me. Yeah, we've had a few hard frosts on here as well during the week, as I believe, I've been told. I've had someone looking after me, my chickens, so it's not been too bad. That was the oil filter making a noise then. It keeps going after the car stopped, just cleans the filter. Just a feature on the car. It goes in for its MLT before the 18th of this month. If it fails, it fails. I'll get a new car, I suppose. But anyway, I'm not really bothered about the car. Like I say, it's been raining all week, as you just seen the flooding as we're coming along there. Grass needs cutting again along the back of the allotments, but you can't do that while it's raining, and it's not stopped raining basically. I've been watching other people's on YouTube doing their allotments, and it's the same thing. It's flooding everywhere, unfortunately. But today we're gonna. We're told it's going to brighten up, so we're going to go in the greenhouses, well the front greenhouse, and I'm going to be taking all the tomatoes out and collecting the chillies. What I'll do is I'll just show you what it looks like before, and show you what it looks like after. But first things first, I'm going to pour myself a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to go and make sure my girls are okay, and then we'll have a walk around and see what the plot looks like. I don't think it's going to look pretty, but you'll see it as I see it, basically. So with that, I'm going to pour myself a nice cup of coffee, and we'll be right back. Well, as you just saw there, the drive round was absolute horrible. The allotments is flooded to hell. I've just been looking at my mate's new pond on his plot here. Let me show you. Looks like we've got a lake here. This was my mate. He's been digging his plot over. He goes down about 3 foot, and he took every last bit of weed out and stone out, and he's been putting it in like that. That's a pile of soil which he's got every stone out of that. He's dug down there, and what he's doing is chopping this up and throwing it in the hole and building, to clear all the weeds out. Problem is, it's rained that much, it's flooded it, it's filled it in. It's like a pond that's about 2 foot deep. That. Yeah, he started he dug about 2.5 foot down, and he's there with his little fork and his trowel, and he's doing bit by bit. It's took him forever to do a little bit, and the hole what was at the side, which was filling up with all the other stuff what he's took out, well, it's filled the hole and it's turned it into a bloody pond. That hole is about 2.5 foot deep. It's a bloody big hole, and it's filled right to the top with water, so it shows you how much water, how much it's rained on this on the allotments over the last week, and lucky for me I've not been here. I've been on my deathbed. I nearly went through the real pearly gates at the start of the week, but here I am, still alive and kicking, only just. But yeah, it was interesting because when he was digging, he pulled this bone out, and it looks like a neck bone. So I said to him, when you dig down there, dig a little bit deeper, and if you find any more bones, let me know. You never know when you're on an allotments what you can actually dig up. But it looked like a net bone. I have got a little clip of it, of what this net bone looks like. If I can find it, I'll show it you. Other than that, you just have to take my word on it. But I did tell him, I said, look, dig down a little bit deeper and dig along, and let me know what you find. If you find anything else, stop doing it and come and tell me. But yeah, so he's been digging his bed over. It's rained, it's filled his hole, so that's him finished. He can't do it out there. But yeah, he was taking his time. He said he's going to do the whole lot like that. It would take him a year to do it, but you know, that's Mark. That's his name, by the way, Mark. He watches the videos. Yeah, it's been horrendous. Apparently I've heard all sorts of stories. The squirrels have devastated everybody's corn. My next door neighbour's corn got wiped out as well. It's quite sad, really. Nothing you can do about it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour of the plot and show you around the plot. Now, I've not been down for a week. Nothing's been done on the plot, so expect the worst. We've had a couple of hard frosts. We've had nothing but rain as well on top of all that, so it's not looking pretty. Let's take you on a tour now and show you what's been happening. Well, we've got a southerly wind blowing today. It's about 14 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour, I would say. My flag knee's changing. This is the first day I've been on the allotments in over a week. I've been poorly. I've had someone looking after my chickens, and I've come on to see what it looks like. I'm expecting the worst. I'm expecting weeds everywhere, but as you can see, the cosmos has all died back now. So these will be coming out very shortly. I'm expecting a lot of flooding as well, but as you can see, these are all my strawberries, all my zinnias. These are all going to have to come out. They're all spent now. The sedum here is looking lovely. Beautiful colour. That'll die back shortly. It's started to fall now onto the paths, but I mean the paths are all nice and clear. Again, there's more of that them zinnias what need to be coming out. My dahlias, I'm still surprised we've still got some flowers on these dahlias here and here and over here. We've had 2 really hard frosts on here as well over the last week, and torrential rain. Again, the cosmos has died back here. This one is just starting to flower and it's fallen over with the wind. It's been that strong, so I need to, all this will be coming out shortly. The roses, wow, that wind's really strong. You're probably hearing it smashing into the camera. Sorry about this, guys. All this here needs tidying up. Yeah, a lot of apples to collect there. They're all over, everywhere. We're not going in the greenhouse. We're going the other greenhouse because I want to sort that out. Some radish there, a couple of rows of radish, 4 rows of, I think they're Swedes. The celery's not done too well. That may have to come out. We have been picking at this Swiss chard. They're my girls. They're alright. There's plenty of they've got there's water and food in there. What I'll be doing is throwing this Swiss chard. Be taking some and just chucking it in there. Some of it's gone over now, but yeah, the girls will get that. Look, I'm very excited to see me. They're on the nest there laying. There's a few another couple up there. Rhode Island Reds, Nova Browns, and there's a Road Rock or 2 in there. As you can see, the paths are all clear. It's rained that much, it's turned the soil like pancakes. That's some radicchio, what's left over. Again, the smaller ones will go to the chickens, that big one will come home with me later on. Again, you can see it's all, this was where we had the corn the other week, and look what the rain's done to it. I've actually dug this over and raked it flat, and the bloody rain has done all this. Again, this bed here, we turned this one over, you remember, and this has got the horse manure in. I'll be putting some chicken manure in here. The broad beans, well, sorry, runner beans, they'll be coming out shortly. I mean, they're ready for coming out now. Apples, well, we've been taking apples left, right and centre, and I've been giving them away, and there's a lot on the floor there, what windfalls. But there's only so many apples I can eat. I've been offering them to people, but there's hardly been anyone on, and can you blame them? Just look at that sky up there. It's going to be raining shortly. A few spuds in there. We need to do a reveal. Look at me onion, me leeks. They've been absolutely hammered. Allium leaf miner, I've destroyed them. So these are all coming up. A few lettuce there. One or two have started to go. Again, the girls are going to get a little treat. The pumpkin, well, there's nothing on the pumpkin. It was too late. There is a few flowers on there. Oh, there is a pumpkin down there. By the end of the month, we might get a size of a football, with fingers crossed. But again, it was just too late putting this in. We had one seed, remember, guys, one seed, and we started it about, I think it was about 6-7 weeks ago, and this is the plant there. It is coming out of the compost bin, and when this is finished, that's where it'll be going, in that compost bin. As you can see, they're blown now. Let's have a look at these. Oh, look at me bloody dahlias. God. Gonna dad these. There's a couple still nice ones on there to look at, but like I say, the weather's killed them. Look at this. I'm surprised they're even here with this frost that we've had. But yeah, there's a few of them on here. Let's not get us. Oh, look at these ones there. Oh, I'm not particularly. These ones, I might put them take that bucket and put it into the middle greenhouse, because there's a lot of flowers on there. We can save that one. Oh, look at beans here. Like I say, these wasn't like this when I was here last week. So I think we'll be taking some of these as well. Everywhere you look, these beans, some nice beans here. Some smaller ones, get a couple of crops off them. Beautiful dahlia. I've got a passion for dahlias, so this is another job I've got to do. All these apples, there's a few bite marks there, and bloody squirrels. As you can see, there's apples all over here. We keep on. Oh, that one's broke. The branch is broke there. Bloody wind. I'm gonna have to sort that one out. That's so full of fruit that the branches are bending over. This is all going to be tidied up. I will be cutting, once the leaves come off here, I'm going to be cutting straight down here, taking these. This is just a few branches sticking out, there's nothing on them, but yeah, they're right on the road of the path here, so where I would be normally walking through. As you can see, I just cut them out there. The good news is me peach tree, it's come back from the dead. This was completely wrecked. It's right next to the Bramley, so the trees are so close to each other, you might think, you know, you got them too close together, but no. We did have peaches on there, but the bloody squirrels keep getting them. But it died back about 2 years ago, and I thought I'd leave it, and it's coming back now, so next year we'll get some peaches off this. My rhubarb's gone over. How quickly that's gone over, but what we'll do, we'll tidy this up. These are things to do in the winter months, and what we'll do, we'll just put fill the compost, horse manure in there, around the crowns, and February we'll be taking another harvest out of here. This bed's the one what we're going to be stripping right out. Everything's coming out of here. These are all currant bushes, black currants, red currants, white currants. Now we got black currants and red currants over here, and we've had some nice ones this year. Again, we got dahlias all the way along here. This is all these what you see here. All the stuff here will be coming out, and you'll be seeing empty beds, but underneath them, in them beds there, are bulbs, and you can see all these gladiolas. Now these have all flowered this year. We can't take them out until all the goodness has gone into the bulbs, so we're talking another 3-4 weeks, maybe a bit sooner, and then we take the tops off them and just cover them with horse manure. The dahlias, well, the dahlias have done well. All these raspberries here need tying into these canes. These are things that I've got to do. The plot is, I'm surprised, to be quite honest with you, the plot's looking pretty good considering. I mean, all these, this cosmos will be coming out of here. We just take them out. It won't take 2 minutes, compost them down. Here's more cosmos. There's a few flowers on here. But you can see all these seed heads here. We'll collect these seed heads. There's quite a lot of seed heads for next year. I'm chuffed about my Golden Delicious apple. That's done really well there. Next year we'll get a good crop off that. So yeah, the plot's not too bad, but I can't believe bloody weather. It's not stopped. I mean, very shortly all these trees here will all be going a golden brown, all the leaves will be falling. So this is the one what normally goes first, right behind my plot, and I collect all the leaves each year and I mulch them down and then put them onto my plot. Great supply, great supply of compost at the end of it. Anyway, I'm going to have another cup of coffee and then we're going to attack that greenhouse. I'll show you what it looks like, then I'll show you what it looks like after we've done it. We've got to get all the tomatoes out, all the chillies out, so I'll be right back, folks. So the good news is the chickens are fine. They was happy to see me, and the allium leaf miner is completely destroyed me leeks, which really sucks, but they're going to be dug out. That's the job I'm going to be doing. I'll show you me doing that in the next episode. Obviously we're going to be putting a load of chicken manure on that bed and digging it in. Again, the pumpkin, nothing really's come of it. There is one about that big. By the end of the month it could be this big, but I mean I only started it about 5-6 weeks ago from seed. I should have started it 4 or 5 months ago, and perhaps we've been sitting on a real doozy of a pumpkin like we did a couple of years ago. We had fantastic pumpkin, biggest one I've ever grown, biggest one what's ever been grown on here as well. However, left it too late. However, the ones who was in this pumpkin competition, we don't know who's won it yet, but my money's on Fran. Her pumpkins are all absolutely ginormous. I've been looking. She's got some big ones. Something like that. Pumpkins. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Do I cut it or do I leave it in? Oh dear. Aaron's only got a couple of small ones, pumpkins. Anyway, the pumpkins, mine's failed this year because I didn't grow, didn't start them off soon. Oh well, let's get off them pumpkins. Anyway, as you saw, the plot, they've got a lot to do. I'm going to be taking all the cosmos, the zinnias, the dahlias, they'll all be cutting back. I'm gonna, before I go, I think I might move that that dahlia into the middle greenhouse, and watch the flowers appear on there. A couple of hard frosts will wipe it out. What we will be doing is taking all the tops off. We put horse manure on top of the buckets, and then we cover them in plastic, and that's all we do with them. And they come back they come back for the last 2 years, so I'm not knocking it. The rest of them we'll put horse manure all over the top of them, top dress the beds, and we do each bed, we do one bed at a time. That's the way we'll do it over the next 2-3 months. Get everything ready for next year, and that's the plan. However, I was going to make a start in the front greenhouse. I need to take all the tomatoes, to take all them down, the frames down, and take all the chillies out, harvest what's left of the chillies. I'm going to show you what it looks like before, and I'll show you what it looks like after we've done it all. It's still a bit of a mess, but we've got all the tomatoes out now, and we've got the chillies, so I'll show you the chillies and the peppers which we've harvested. So today, the job today is to remove all the peppers out of here, tomatoes, and clear all this lot. All these aloes are coming out, the canes are coming out, and there'll be nothing in here really, except for the grapevine, and that's another job I need to do as well, sort these grapes out. We've had a few, I've not gone crazy. I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to get the grapevine back up into manageable shape. We've actually got another one here, another little grapevine which I've nurtured. I'm going to be digging that out shortly and putting it into the other greenhouse. I'll show you me doing that. There is a grapevine in there, but this is, I want to put another one of these black Hamburgs in there. But yeah, all this what you see here now won't be here. You'll be able to see Manny shortly. It's very tight to be working in here at the moment, so like I say, we'll come back when it's all done. I'll show you when it's all done. Okay, so quick look. That's what it looks like, guys, and this is what it's going to look like in a moment. Well guys, it's been emotional. We took all the canes out of here. All we can see now dangling down a load of grapes, which we're going to be picking shortly. These will be coming. I'm not going to show whether it makes some wine or not with them. However, we've cleaned all the aloes. All the pots have all been emptied. All the soil's in that bag there, and there's a couple of bags of compost there. We're going to wriggle them out. We'll probably put that into the beds outside eventually. The soil here, it's a little bit too high because of the soil what was in the aloes is extra soil, so I'm going to take a bit of that out as well, level it all down, and might put some lettuce or something in here, just for something to grow. But yeah, this all needs trimming as well, the grapevine. I normally trim it when all the leaves fall off it, or just as they're falling off it. As you can see, it's gone right the way around. It's wrapped around Manny's neck now. The idea is to get it to go all the way around as you see, it's going along there. It's going along the back, come along this side. It's actually come over the door and going this way. So it's completely surrounded the perimeter of the greenhouse. That's the idea anyway. I've actually got another one here. This is the one which we've grown from a cutting. Might put that into the other greenhouse very shortly. Here's this is where the grapevine is. We've not got it outside, we've got it inside, and as you can see, not wrong with them grapes, is there? Again, there's a whole pile of them. Come up there near Manny's face, absolutely piles of them. Anyway, there we go. That's the greenhouse tidied as such. It's been emotional. We will come back to it. We've got a lot more to do in here. Let's go and have a look at the peppers that we've harvested. There we go. The peppers, the tomatoes. I mean, there's some nice tomatoes there. They're a Russian tomato. That I forget the name of it. Again, some plum tomatoes. There's a load of chillies and peppers there. Not bad little harvest. That's the last of the harvest from the front greenhouse. So the only thing really in there is the grapevine, and there's lots of grapes on there. I don't know whether to make wine or to just keep eating them. That's what I've been doing. I must have ate about £10 of them black Hamburg grapes. That's what it is. It's a black Hamburg, and it's the offspring of the one what we killed in the middle greenhouse. And there's a little one there what you've just seen at the door. I'm thinking of putting that one into the middle greenhouse. I know there's one in the middle greenhouse which is actually just over the door now, but I'm thinking put that one in. The one in there is it's a white grape, whereas these are black grapes, and the grape for making wine. Anyway, we're messing about with the idea. The peppers, absolutely awesome. Nice little harvest. That's the third harvest from inside that greenhouse of the peppers. And yeah, that's it. That's the front greenhouse done. We've still got a lot of work in there. There's a hell of a lot of work. So a lot of bags of compost which we're going to be spreading onto the plot. Spent compost. We mix it with horse manure and the compost from the compost bays, and we'll dig it into the plot basically. So yeah, that's what we've done. We've got it all sorted now. I'll be going in there with the J's fluid shortly, keeping away from the grapevine. That's how I killed the last grapevine in the middle greenhouse, with bloody J's fluid. Every time I think about it, it annoys me that. Couldn't believe it. I dropped the bucket went straight on the roots. I tried to take as much soil away as I possibly could in that instant. It was too late. The J's fluid got to the work on the roots and killed the grapevine, unfortunately. However, we've got another grapevine in there now, and it's almost at the door, but I'll show you that again. And I've not even had a look how the spuds are doing in the greenhouse, whether they've come up yet or not, I don't know. They should just be starting to come up now. I'll show you that again. But yeah, that's what we've been doing. We cleared the greenhouse, we got some chillies. I managed to get took some apples off the tree, and I'm going to head off home now, maybe make an apple pie and get out of this. Cause it looks like I can just start to feel it spitting again. So a bit daft leaving the car where I've got it on the back of the road here, because it is a grass road after all. So fingers crossed to get off the back. I'll put the cones out probably the end of this week to stop people getting trapped on the back of the allotments, because it does get really, really bad on here when it rains. So anyway, I've talked long and hard and long enough, so we're going to head off to the pearly gates. Like I say, I nearly ended up going through the real pearly gates early this week, but as you can see, I'm a lot better now, and let's get out of here. Let's jump in the car and head off to the gates. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now. Let's head off to the pearly gates. Let's see if we get stuck. Got to be very careful here. See, this bit here is a bit of gravel, but then it goes onto the grass here. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go in the tracks. That's the last thing I do. So I'll come over here and keep to the right or left. No, to the right. Let's get it right. Now I can move on to the road here, because it goes to road planings. So we do need to sort that out. Not much left of that wood chips. They put a load of that into the communal chickens. I'm just looking there at the horse manure. We need another load dropping, so I'll be getting onto the phone to to my mate Bob, and he'll come up with his trailer with all the horse manure, drop a couple of ton, well, drop a bloody big trailer load in. I think you may have seen the trailer that he brings with his tractor, and it fills that bay. See, this is what we want to do on the back. See the road here, how it's all road planings. This is what we need to do on the back road as well. We've got the money for it, and we're just waiting for the contractors to get to deliver the stuff, and then it's going to be done. Bloody comfrey hanging over here. This is Laron's. This, he needs to do something with that. Look at the water, the flooding here, it's terrible. I'm just looking into this bay here as well. There's not much left in there. He might be able to get a load in there as well. So there we are, we're at the pearly gates, and that's where I'm headed. So until next time guys, thanks for watching, goodbye for now.